In the world of baseball, only a select few players can etch their names into an entire era. Barry Bonds was undeniably one of these defining figures, shattering records once deemed unbreakable. Fast forward to today, and Shohei Ohtani has unquestionably captivated baseball fans worldwide with his exceptional two-way skills. Both players have left an undeniable impact on the game, making it a daunting task to compare them due to their vastly different playing styles and the eras in which they competed. However, upon conducting a thorough analysis of their careers, particularly delving into their statistics, awards, and the impact they had on the game, one thing becomes abundantly clear. While Ohtani's talents shine in certain aspects, Bonds' sheer dominance, particularly in offensive prowess, sets a standard that Ohtani, despite his extraordinary efforts, has not yet surpassed, and may never surpass.
Shohei Ohtani is the biggest star in the sport, and he gets to 40-40 25 games faster than anyone else, and does it on a walk-off grand slam. According to MT Money DFS, Ohtani is having the 11th best offensive season of Barry Bonds' career.
Greatest stat ever. That wins. I mean,
Ohtani is having the 11th best offensive season of Barry Bonds' career.
Yeah, but Barry couldn't pitch for.
Check out these comparisons. Shohei Ohtani's arrival in Major League Baseball was highly anticipated. A star in Japan, Ohtani quickly made waves when he chose the Los Angeles Angels as his first MLB team. He brought an unprecedented ability to excel as both a pitcher and a hitter, a rare skill set that had not been seen at an elite level in the sport since Babe Ruth. In his debut season in 2018, Ohtani won the American League Rookie of the Year award, hitting .285 with 22 home runs and maintaining a 3.31 ERA as a pitcher.
there's your Rookie of the Month, Shohei Ohtani. He's very humble, Jose, but so sheepishly he's got to come out there and get this.
From that point on, his talent only grew, with 2021 marking a breakout season where he hit 46 home runs and won the AL MVP. But his dual role has always added complexity to his career path. Ohtani's brilliance was rewarded in 2024 when he signed an unprecedented 10-year, $700 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers. This deal shattered previous financial records in baseball, dwarfing Mike Trout's $426.5 million contract with the Angels and surpassing the highest annual salaries in baseball by a wide margin. Ohtani's $700 million average annual salary exceeds that of elite pitchers like Max Scherzer and Justin Verlander, whose respective contracts with the New York Mets paid them $43.3 million per season. But more than financial rewards, Ohtani's contract solidified his place as one of the most marketable athletes in the world, making him a cornerstone of MLB's present and future. Despite his unparalleled contract and widespread acclaim, when we delve into Ohtani's numbers and compare them to Barry Bonds, particularly Bonds at his peak, Ohtani's extraordinary achievements, while unprecedented in some areas, still fall short of Bonds' all-time greatest in terms of offensive production. Barry Bonds' career is often described as one of the most controversial, but also one of the most dominant in MLB history. From 1986 to 2007, Bonds redefined what it meant to be an offensive powerhouse. Over his 22-year career, Bonds set the single-season home run record with his 73 home runs in 2001, and he remains the all-time leader in career home runs with 762. Bonds' ability to change the course of games with a single swing of the bat made him the most feared hitter of his generation, and possibly of all time.
Deals. And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here.
To understand how Bonds' dominance compares to Ohtani, we can look at their OPS, a statistic that measures a player's overall offensive output. In 2024, Ohtani posted an impressive 1.013 OPS, a number that would place him along the elite hitters of any generation. But Bonds averaged a 1.051 OPS across his entire career, including 14 seasons with an OPS over 1.000. Between 2001 and 2004, during his historic run of dominance, Bonds put up video game-like numbers, including an absurd .609 on base percentage in 2004, which means that more than 60% of the time, Bonds reached base safely. Ohtani's OPS, while impressive, doesn't quite match up to Bonds' peak, and the comparison reveals just how far ahead of the curve Bonds was during his prime years. Additionally, Bonds consistently broke records that have yet to be surpassed. His 73 home runs in a single season remain the gold standard for power hitting, while his 762 career home runs may stand forever. Even more impressive is Bonds' ability to control the strike zone. Over his career, he walked 2,558 times, including a staggering 232 walks in 2004 alone. Ohtani, while powerful and disciplined at the plate, has not demonstrated the same level of plate discipline or power output that Bonds displayed over more than 2 decades. Shohei Ohtani's two-way ability is truly unique. Not only is he a dominant hitter, but he has also proven himself to be an elite pitcher. In 2021, Ohtani hit 46 home runs and had a 3.18 ERA as a pitcher, a combination of power and pitching that MLB has never seen before. His ability to succeed at both ends of the game makes him a special player. By 2024, even after undergoing multiple elbow surgeries, Ohtani had amassed a 39-19 record with a 3.01 ERA and over 600 strikeouts. No player in modern baseball has ever excelled as both a pitcher and a hitter at the level Ohtani has. And his versatility is what has defined his career.
I don't think you could make an argument for anybody else, literally ever, because he does everything.
However, as remarkable as Ohtani's two-way success is, when comparing him directly to Bonds, we must also account for their different roles on the field. Bonds, as a position player, did not have the responsibility of pitching, allowing him to focus entirely on hitting. This specialization enabled Bonds to consistently break offensive records. Ohtani, by contrast, divides his time between pitching and hitting, which, while impressive, also limits his ability to match the sustained offensive output that Bonds achieved. Although Ohtani is one of a kind in today's game, when it comes to pure offensive firepower, Bonds' numbers remain far superior. Shohei Ohtani's 2024 season was historic in its own right, particularly because of his 50-50 accomplishment, 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases, a milestone no other player in MLB history has reached. This combination of power and speed had fans and analysts marveling at his abilities. Ohtani was leading the league in total bases, home runs, and stolen bases, all while maintaining his role as an elite pitcher for part of the season. Yet, even when we look at this incredible season, it falls short when compared to Barry Bonds' iconic 2001 campaign. In 2001, Bonds hit 73 home runs, setting the single-season home run record. But it wasn't just the raw number of home runs that made this season special, it was how dominant Bonds was in every aspect of hitting. His OPS that season was 1.379, and he walked 177 times, including 35 intentional walks. His on-base percentage was a mind-blowing .515, meaning that more than half the time he stepped to the plate, he reached base. Bonds didn't just hit home runs in 2001, he redefined offensive efficiency and power in baseball. Comparing these seasons shows that while Ohtani's versatility and combination of power and speed are historic, Bonds' offensive output in 2001 stands as one of the most remarkable seasons in baseball history. Ohtani's greatness lies in his ability to excel in multiple areas of the game, but Bonds' dominance comes from his ability to control and change the outcome of games solely with his bat. Both Shohei Ohtani and Barry Bonds have had an immense financial impact on the teams they played for and on the sport of baseball as a whole. Ohtani's $700 million contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers is the largest in sports history, surpassing even the contracts of global football stars like Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe. Ohtani's marketability extends far beyond the baseball diamond, with major sponsorship deals in both the United States and Japan. He is, in many ways, baseball's first true global superstar in the modern era, attracting attention and revenue from around the world. Bonds, during his era, also wielded immense financial influence, His move to the San Francisco Giants in 1993, when he signed a 6-year, $43.75 million contract, made him the highest-paid player in baseball at the time. Bonds became the face of the Giants franchise and helped revitalize the team's brand, particularly during his home run chase. Bonds' ability to draw fans to ballparks, sell merchandise, and increase television ratings was unparalleled during his time, even as his career became embroiled in controversy over alleged performance-enhancing drug use. One of the most significant differences between Barry Bonds and Shohei Ohtani is their respective legacies and how longevity has played a role in their careers. Bonds' career spanned 22 years, during which his time consistently put up elite numbers, even into his late 30s and early 40s. His late career resurgence, particularly during his historic 2001 to 2004 run, defied the age process and solidified his place as one of the greatest players of all time. Bonds' ability to sustain such a high level of performance for more than 2 decades is unmatched in baseball history. Ohtani, on the other hand, is still in the mindset of his career, with the potential for many more years of success. However, injuries have already begun to take a toll on Ohtani, particularly his reoccurring elbow issues that have required multiple surgeries.
Within 2 years after his Tommy John operation was throwing well over 100, and then last March, about a year ago, was clocked at over 100, 103.
While Ohtani is still capable of producing elite numbers, the question of whether he can maintain this level of performance for another decade looms large. Bonds' ability to maintain his dominance for more than 20 years sets him apart from nearly every player in baseball history, and Ohtani will need to remain healthy and productive to challenge that legacy. In conclusion, Shohei Ohtani is one of the most talented and unique players in baseball history. His ability to excel as both a pitcher and a hitter has rewritten what is possible on the diamond, and his $700 million contract reflects his immense value. However, when compared to Barry Bonds, particularly in terms of offensive dominance, Ohtani still has some ground to cover. Bonds' records for home runs, walks, and offensive efficiency remain untouchable, and his ability to sustain excellence over 2 decades cements his legacy as one of the greatest players to ever play the game. While Ohtani's story is still being written, Bonds' place in baseball history is already secure, and his numbers continue to stand as the gold standard for offensive dominance.